And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2 here at Municipal Stadium. Live, Jack Petrucci on the Boxcaster app. Here as two unbeatens in double elimination play going head-to-head. D-Bat Elite out of Dallas, Texas, taking on the South Troy Dodgers out of New York. As mentioned, this is not an elimination game, so both of these teams are 1-0 in the double elimination portion of the bracket. As the rest of the bracket here is fully out, as D-Bat, regardless if they win or lose, will play the next game against the kids from Ponce, Puerto Rico, the Cyclones. And the 7:15 game will be the Overlook Black Sox and the South Troy Dodgers. So one of the next two games that we have following this one will be an elimination game. It all depends on who comes out on top here today. As it's for the D-Bat Elite, it's Evan Johnson who's been having a fantastic tournament offensively on the bump for D-Bat Elite. As this D-Bat team is the only undefeated team left in the entire tournament. Obviously, them and South Troy are undefeated in double elimination, but D-Bat swept through pool play and they won their first double elimination game. So they in 4-0 total in the Mickey Mantle World Series. As we are getting set for Game 2 at Municipal Stadium, 2 of 4. And it'll be Matt Taberia, who pitched in yesterday's win over the Ponce, Puerto Rico Cyclones. Chris Sand, the head coach for the South Troy Dodgers, as he actually played on this South Troy team and now has led them to back World Series appearances, as Taberia lines this to center field, but right under it for the first out of the game is Josiah Lewis. As you can see on your screen, ominous clouds in center field as we're hoping the weather will cooperate. Alex Masitis in right field takes ball 1. There are 4 teams left here in the Mickey Mantle World Series. These 2 teams, South Troy and D-Bat, also the host team Overlook Black Sox and the Ponce, Puerto Rico Cyclones. The 4 teams remaining in this Mickey Mantle World Series tournament. As we just saw the defending champs Michigan Bulls drop to a 2-0 loss to Puerto Rico, so they are eliminated. So Alex Masitis is now in a 1-2 hold. The 1-2 pitch from Johnson lines that one back up the middle. It kicks off the base, and knocking it down is Greneau. But it's going to be a base hit for Alex Masitis to put the first run of the game on. And a man who's been having a marvelous Mickey Mantle World Series, Giovanni Wiggs. He was playing center field for the South Troy Dodgers. There's the first pitch. It's fouled out of play. The 0-1 misses on the outside part of the plate. The 1-1 pitch coming from Johnson. That's going to miss low. Here's the 2-1. And he pops that one foul out of play. So Josh Basilian waiting in on deck, who's also been unbelievable in this Mickey Mantle World Series, waiting in on deck. 2-2 pitch as he slaps this one to right field. Coming in and under it is Vaughn's for the second out of the inning. So Josh Basilian, who started the Mickey Mantle World Series 0 for 6, and since then has gone 5 for 7. He's had some big hits and some big moments here. As South Troy actually lost the first game in pool play to the Michigan Bulls 3-2, but since then they have not lost. They won out in pool play, finishing 2-1, punched their ticket to the double eliminations bracket, got the first round bye, and then took down Ponce, Puerto Rico yesterday to get them here today in a non-elimination game here in Game 2 of our 4 played at Municipal Stadium. The 2-0 pitch is going to be in there for a strike, now 2-1. The 2-1 breaking ball in there for a strike. The 2-2 pitch is fouled back. Jackson Hall doing the catching for D-Bat in the infield. Landon Boyd at third, Cannon Grenay at short, Alejandro Mendoza at second, and Jordan Vyers at first, rounding out the infield for D-Bat Elite. The 2-2 pitch, the runner's going to go. The throw down to second base is not going to be in time. And Alex Masitis swipes second base, and that's going to put a runner in scoring position. Then in the outfield, left to right for D-Bat, Wyatt Huff, Josiah Lewis, and Tavion Vaughns. The defensive alignment for D-Bat Elite. The 3-2 pitch to Basilian, and it's cut out and missed, strike 3. So got him with the breaking ball to get out of the inning. Bottom of the first coming up. The kids from D-Bat coming to the plate. So bottom of the first inning, up here is the pitcher. Evan Johnson looks to help out his own case here. And J6 Strand on the mound today for the South Troy Dodgers. Of course, a reminder, this is not an elimination game, so regardless of the outcome, both teams will be alive in the Mickey Mantle World Series. As we already have the schedule determined, as immediately following this game, D-Bat, the kids from Dallas, will be taking on the Ponce Cyclones, and then South Troy will be taking on the host team, Overlook, in the nightcap. That one catches the corner for a strike. Evan Johnson, who typically plays third base, is on the mound tonight. The 1-2 pitch misses outside, now 2-2. The 2-2 is chopped to the left side, and it eats up Pat Walters over there at third base and gets into left field. So Evan Johnson reaches first base. And they're going to actually rule that a hit. So Evan Johnson singling to get the inning started for D-Bat. As Landon Boyd stepping up. That ball is low. The 1-0, as that one catches the outside corner for a strike. Jordan Vyars, the first baseman, waiting in on deck. The 1-1 as Johnson takes off for second base, and he'll get in there without a throw. As Boyd shoots this one out to right field, Mositis is coming in, and the ball is dropped by Matt Tabaria as he ranged out there and try and get it. And just like that, two runners on the corners with nobody out here in the first inning. That will also be ruled a base hit, as Matt Tabaria had a tough run at that, and he let it fall in front. Jordan Vyars coming to the plate. As he saws this one out of play. That one's gonna miss low. So Tavion Vaughns waits in on deck for D-Bat as they are in striking distance here. Runners at the corners with nobody out. The 1-1 misses on the outside corner, now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, and there he goes. The throw down to second base is not in time. So Landon Boyd swipes second base as Evan Johnson stayed put over there at third. So now two runners in scoring position for one of the more talented players in this tournament in Jordan Vyars. The 3-1 is that runs in and hits him. Up on the elbow, and just like that, D-Bat's going to have the bases loaded with nobody out. And a big opportunity to put on some runs here as Tavion Vaughns, the 4-hitter, stepping in. That one on the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1 is Vaughn's. Leaves that one low for a ball. The 1-1 pitch is ground ball up the middle. Canchanella's going to tag second. The throw on to first is in time. So he converts the 6-3 double play. A runner does come in to score. But that is a heads-up play over there by Donnie Canchella, as he's able to tag second, throw out to first. And 2 down, but D-Bat does draw blood as Evan Johnson comes in to score. So this is going to bring up another one of the tournament's hottest players in Josiah Lewis. So he leaves that one outside. The 1-1 misses outside. Now 2-1. As Lewis follows this one back now, 2-2. To Josiah Lewis with Landon Boyd standing on second base. As Lewis slaps that one foul. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and Lewis slaps that one to left field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. Landon Boyd's going to come in to score, and Josiah Lewis keeps on hitting. Another run batted in for him. And D-Bat grabs a 2-0 lead here early. So Alejandro Mendoza coming to the plate. As there goes Lewis at second. He will get in there without a throw. That's the third stolen base of the inning for D-Bat Elite. So J6 Strain trying to stop the bleeding here in the bottom of the first. Lewis is going to take off again. Mendoza pops it up. Matt Tiberia is under it to make the play and retire the side. But D-Bat, they strike first in this one. 2 runs come across in the bottom of the second inning. As D-Bat leads 2-0. So top of the second coming up, and Evan Johnson working with a 2-run lead with the designated hitter Jaden Waterman coming to the plate. As Waterman leaves that one low. So it'll be Waterman, Dalton Maxson, and Pat Waters. Or excuse me, Waterman, Nick Scatarigia behind the plate, and Dalton Maxson, the 5-6-7 due up for South Troy here in the top of the second inning. The 1-1 runs inside and hits him. So Waterman is going to trot down to first base. So Nick Scatarigia, who's had some big hits in this tournament thus far, had the big double against the Ponce Cyclones in yesterday's game that led to a 4-1 victory for the Dodgers. As he slaps that one foul. Scatarigia, who's also doing a fine defensive job behind the plate for the Dodgers all Mickey Mantle World Series. And time is called. Here's the 0-1 as that one misses inside, now 1-1. Comes the 1-1 offering, and that one misses high. As the 2-1 pitch gets Scatarigia and he chops it foul. Well, as mentioned before, regardless of the outcome of this game, the loser is not eliminated. However, this is a pretty important game, as the winner of this game will automatically make their way to Championship Sunday, regardless if the winner loses later in today. So whoever is the winner of this game will make their way to Championship Sunday, and Evan Johnson plucks Scatarigia. So that's back-to-back hit batters from Evan Johnson. So Waterman's on second, Scatarigia is on first, so 2 men on, and Ryan Benicio, the head coach for D-Bat, will head out to the mound. So, as mentioned, very important game, as the winner of this will automatically punch their ticket to Championship Sunday, regardless if either team loses a game later on. So Evan Johnson running into some trouble here in the bottom of the second as he hit back-to-back batters in Jaden Waterman and Nick Scatarigia. So Dalton Maxson, the left fielder, as he takes that strike on the outside corner. The 0-1 pitch, that's going to skip in the dirt. Good stop behind the plate by Jackson Hall. fouls that one back. So 1-2 count here on Dalton Maxon as South Troy has the first two runners of the inning aboard. As cut on and missed strike three. So Maxon chases the high off-speed pitch for out number one. As that'll bring the third baseman Pat Walters to the plate. So that one's going to miss outside. The 1-0 pitch. That's going to skip away. So Johnson throwing a lot of pitches in this top half of the second inning as he hit back-to-back batters in Jaden Waterman and Nick Scatterigia. The 2-0 pitch is swung right through. The 2-1 pitch is cut on a missed strike two. The 2-2 offering. As he fouls that ball and back would do it again. Donnie Cancella, the shortstop, waiting in on deck. The 2-2 pitch coming from Evan Johnson. As he fouls that one, another one back. Pat Walters not being an easy out. The 2-2 offering as the breaking ball misses high. The 3-2 is chopped to the left side. Landon Boyd comes up to it, goes for second, for one, on to first, not in time. So Pat Walters was hustling out of the box as he beat it out, and that will extend the inning. So Jaden Waterman goes down to third base. As Pat Walters beats out the throw. And that'll bring up the 9-hitter Donnie Cancella to the plate. As that one is on the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1 pitch is cut on a missed 0-2. So South Troy trying to put something together here as they had the leadoff two guys get on. The 0-2 pitch is chopped over to third base. Landon Boyd bobbled it. The throw onto first is in time to retire the side. So after back-to-back hit batsman, Evan Johnson gets out of the inning unscathed. Bottom two coming up. D-Bat Elite up in this one 2-0. So bottom of the second inning coming up here as D-Bat trying to add on to this lead as their offense had an unbelievable performance yesterday against the defending champs Michigan Bulls. 15 runs. The game only went 6 innings due to a mercy rule. 15-5 they won. They rounded the order twice in that game and put an exclamation point on that game as Camden Grenay, the 7-8-9, due up for D-Bat Elite here in the bottom of the second inning. As that one's going to miss inside. Grenay playing shortstop for this D-Bat Elite team. The 1-0 pitch is chopped foul. The Wyatt Hoff and Jackson Hall, the 7-8-9, due up for D-Bat here in the bottom of the second inning. As that one runs inside and hits him. So the breaking ball missed there from J6 Strand. So the leadoff man is on for D-Bat Elite. So Wyatt Huff will step in for the first time today in left field. That one is low. Here's the 1-0 pitch as Hoff pops this one foul out of play. The 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1. And that ball's pitch missed low. Steps off. J6 Strand gave up 2 runs in the bottom half of the first inning and trying to minimize the damage here. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. The 3-2 pitch. Cut on and missed strike 3. Is Wyatt Hoff ahead of the breaking ball for the first out of the inning. Along with scoring 2 runs in that first inning, D-Bat also stole 3 bases, so the runners getting great jumps all around the diamond. As Jackson Hall in the 9-hole stepping in. The 0-1 pitch misses outside. At the top of the order, and the pitcher Evan Johnson waiting in on deck. The 1-1 pitch that misses low. The 2-1 is going to miss outside, now 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is fouled back. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch is Grenade took off, but he fouled it back. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the Mickey Mantle World Series is all over social media. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for highlights, live updates, and final results all throughout the week here at the Mickey Mantle World Series. The 3-2 pitch is grounded to the left side. Walters is going to go over to first for out number 2. As Camden Grenay walks down to second base for the second out of the inning. That will bring us back to the top of the order, which has been extremely lethal for this D-bat offense all tournament long. As Johnson goes to the right side as Tiberia picks it up on to first for the third out of the inning. No runs across in that half inning for D-bat as Jacek Strand pitches a scoreless second. 2 innings of play in the books here. D-bat still up 2-0. Top of the order coming up for South Troy here in the top of the third inning. Matt Tiberia, Alex Masitis, and Giovanni Wiggs. South Troy still trailing in this one 2-0 after a 2-run first inning from D-Bat Elite. As Evan Johnson, after hitting the first 2 batters of last inning, still has not given up a run, and then he hits Tiberia here. So that's the third hit batsman of the afternoon for Evan Johnson. And that's another time in back-to-back innings where he's hit the leadoff man. So Alex Masitis coming to the plate. As he cuts to that one. So Alex Masitis, who singled back in the first inning, still has the only South Troy hit of this ball game. Takes that one inside with Giovanni Wiggs, the center fielder, waiting in on deck. Comes the 2-1 pitch. That one misses low. 3-1 pitch is inside ball 4. So once again, South Troy has the first 2 men on. So Giovanni Wiggs in a pretty big spot as the tying run is on first base, with the 3-4-5 coming up to bat for South Troy. So Giovanni Wiggs, who flew out to right field in his last at bat. He takes that one for a high fastball. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That one's low in the dirt for ball 2. And Ryan Benicio, the head coach for D-Bat, going to take a walk out to the mound. As Johnson, who's hit the first batter, walked the second, and now behind to the count 2-0 to Giovanni Wiggs. South Troy undefeated in double elimination play, as is D-Bat, as this is not an elimination game regardless, but the winner of this game will punch their ticket to Championship Sunday. As D-Bat will play immediately following this game, they will take on the Ponce Cyclones out of Puerto Rico, and South Troy will play in the finale tonight against the host team, Overlook Black Sox. The 2-0 pitch, that misses high, ball 3. So Johnson 1 ball away from walking the bases loaded. The 3-0 pitch, as that misses high for ball 4. So Evan Johnson has walked the bases loaded, and there's still nobody out in the inning. And to one of the hottest hitters on this South Troy team, Josh Basilion. As he takes strike 1. A big shot for South Troy to tack on some runs as they're down 2-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. The 0-1 pitch, that's in there for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch, got him looking, strike 3. So Evan Johnson, 3 quick pitches to get Basilion looking, and that's a big punch out for Evan Johnson. So the designated hitter, Jaden Waterman, who got hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning, as he grounds this one back to Johnson. They're going to come home with it for 1 onto first, and he overthrows him at first base. So 1 run's going to come around to score as South Troy gets on the board. And D-Bat was that close to getting out of the inning unscathed, but Jackson Hall overthrew Jordan Byers at first base, and South Troy is on the board. So Giovanni Wiggs goes down to 3rd base as Nick Scatarigia But they dribble over to Jordan Vyers to retire the side. But South Troy, they get on the board as they scratch across the run here in the top of the third. Bottom three coming up. D-Bat still up 2-1. So Jacek Strand, his offense cut down the lead a little bit for him as it's now a one-run ball game. But the 2-3-4, a dangerous part of this D-Bat order coming up. It'll be Landon Boyd, Jordan Vyers, and Tavion Vaughns here in the bottom of the third inning. As Boyd pops this one up to the left side, Cancella ranging over in short left field to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So Jordan Vyers coming to the plate, who swings through that one. Vyers, the Oklahoma State commit. When he graduates in 2021, he will be taking his talents to the Big 12 Conference. As he dribbles this one right in front of the plate, Scatterigia picks it up foul. The 0-2 pitch as Vyers lifts this one to right field. That one's going to get down in fair territory and go for a hit as Vyers rounds first, but will take back as Jordan Vyers has a one-out hit. So Tavion Lewis coming to the plate, who grounded into a 6-3 double play last time but drove in a run. As he pops this one up, Scatterigia in foul territory, but he'll run out of room. Also, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to download the Game Changer app, as it will have live gamecast and stats and scores for every game played at each and every venue throughout the rest of this Mickey Mantle World Series. The Game Changer app, free of charge. The 0-1 pitch is Vaughn leaves that one high. 1-1 pitch is Bonds went around for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch is fouled back. Here comes the 1-2 as there goes Vyers at first, and he will get there without a throw. So that puts another runner in scoring position for D-Bat. The 2-2 pitch is fouled back. The 2-2 pitch to Vaughns, and he shoots this one out of play. The 2-2 to Tavion Vaughns as Vyers heads for third, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Jordan Vyers is going to come around to score, and that's going to bring the third run of the ball game home for D-Bat. That's the second RBI brought in by Tavion Vaughns. And a guy who has the other RBI in this game, Josiah Lewis. That one's outside. As he rips that right off the glove of Strain, as that one's going to get through the hole as it got by Cancella, but that was a line drive right back at J6 Strain. And Coach Shan's going to come out. An absolute rocket right back at him. And it looked like it got a piece of the glove. A scary moment for Strand, but it looks like he's going to be okay. There's Josiah Lewis is on base once again, the second single he has today. And that will bring up Alejandro Mendoza. As a cut on and miss. So Mendoza flew out to second base his first time up. The 0-1 pitch as he grounds this one over to third, and it eats up Walters. The throw on to first is still in time. As Lewis is going to be running off here, and he's going to be tagged out. So Josiah Lewis thought this inning was over. He thought that was the third out. So he started running to the bench, and he gets tagged out. A very unfortunate way to end this inning for D-Bat. But they bring home another run. 3 innings of play in the books. D-Bat up 3-1. So a very unfortunate way for that last half inning to end for D-Bat is Josiah Lewis thought the third out was made, so he started jogging to the dugout and then was picked off. So that is going to bring Dalton Maxson, the 7-8-9 due up here for South Troy in the top of the fourth, with the D-Bat Elite leading 3-1. So that one's fouled back. And he rips that one up the middle. Over is Mendoza for the out. So Pat Walters, the third baseman, stepping in as he swings through that one. So again, the winner of this game will automatically punch their ticket to Sunday. That one misses low. So we know that there will be at least two teams for the championship tomorrow, but possibly a third depending on what happens in the remainder of the games today. The 1-2 pitch, as that one misses outside. Walters reached on a fielder's choice back in the second inning. That one's going to miss inside. Evan Johnson still out for the fourth inning. The 3-2 pitch is going to be lined up the middle, ranging over his grenade. The spin move, and he overthrows, and it'll go into the dugout. So he overthrew Jordan Byers at first base, and that's going to allow Pat Walters to go down to second. So Donnie Cancella that one is up high as Cancella grounded out to third base back in the second inning. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. As that one is foul. With the top of the order for South Troy waiting in on deck in Matt Tiberia. And that one misses high for ball two. The 2-2 pitch from Evan Johnson as he skies this one to center field. Josiah Lewis ranging over, and he makes the catch for the second inning. So back to the top of the order in the second baseman, Matt Tiberia, who got hit by a pitch in the third and flew up to center field in the first. As that one gets fouled back. Matt Tiberia, who pitched yesterday in the win against the Ponce, Puerto Rico Cyclones. The 0-1 pitch, and this one is skied in the air to center field. Is Grenay ranging over and making the play for out number 3. Bottom of the 4th coming up. The kids from Texas, D-Bat Elite, up in this one, 3-1. So Caden Greneau to lead it off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 7-8-9 due up for D-Bat. As J6 Strand still on the bump for the Dodgers. That one, this is outside. The 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2. The 2-1 is going to be slap foul. So Grenay, Wyatt Huff, and Jackson Hall due up this inning. The 2-2 pitch is going to miss outside, now 3-2. It's Ryan Benicio, the head coach for D-Bat, has his team out to a very successful Mickey Mantle World Series tournament, as they are the only team who still has yet to lose a game, as they swept through pool play and right now are 1-0 in the double elimination side of the bracket. And with a win in this game, they would punch their ticket to Sunday. The 3-2 pitch is fouled off again. Tournament that started with 12 teams on Wednesday went into yesterday with 6, and now 4 remain here at the Mickey Mantle World Series, as Renee is not being an easy out here. So 4 teams remain in this Mickey Mantle World Series Championship. The 3-2 is outside ball 4. So Caden Grenay wins the battle, and the leadoff man is on for D-Bat Elite. So Wyatt Hoff, who struck out back in the 2nd inning. As that one misses high. check over on Renee. The 1-0 pitch is Hoff skies this one high in the air over to the third base side and out of the reach there of Pat Walters in foul territory. So Hoff will have another life. So 3-1 Dallas D-bat up in this one. In the top half of the fourth inning of play. Excuse me, the bottom of the fourth inning as D-bat is home and has a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the fourth with nobody out and a runner on first base as Hoff shoots this one foul. Jackson Hall, the catcher, waiting in on deck, who is 0 for 1 on the afternoon. So that one misses outside. And Grenade's going to take off for second. The throw down is not in time. So the fourth stolen base of the afternoon for D-Bat Elite as Caden Grenade puts himself in scoring position. So Wyatt Huff, a chance to drive in another run for D-Bat. The 3-2 pitch, and he pops this one up. Matt Tiberia is under it. It will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So Jackson Hall coming to the plate. The catcher who grounded out to third base back in the second inning. Hall swings through that one for a strike. Is Strand trying to minimize the damage here? Only 6 hits allowed this far, 3 runs in this game. As Hall swings through another one now, 0-2. Time is going to be called late. The 0-2 pitch as Hall fouls that one out of play. The 0-2 pitch as Hall dribbles another one foul. So the D-Bat hitters this inning are really going deep into counts. As that one on the outside corner, strike 3. So Strand wins the battle and gets Jackson Hall looking for the second out of the inning.
14, Evan Johnson.
So back to the top of the order in Evan Johnson, who is 1 for 2 today. That one is Forces outside. Johnson, chance to help out his own cause here if he could bring in Camden Grenay over at third base as he fouls that one back. The 1-1 is taken outside for a ball. The 2-1 pitch to Johnson, and he cuts through that one, strike two. Two-two pitch. And that one's up high, ball three. The 3-2 is Johnson pulls this one down the left field line, foul. The good thing positively about this D-bat inning, even though a run hasn't scored yet, they have really increased that pitch count on Jacek Strain. 3-2 pitch, as that's right back up the middle for a base hit. Grenay's going to come around to score, and Evan Johnson wins the battle and drives in the fourth run of the ball game for D-Bat Elite. His second hit of the afternoon as Grenay comes around to score. So Landon Boyd, the Oklahoma Sooner commit, as Johnson was taken off but time was called. So 2 outs here, bottom of the fourth inning. The home team, D-Bat Elite, leading in this one 4-1. And a check over on first. As Boyd singled back in the first, came all the way around to score, and then flew out to shortstop. That one is outside. The 1-0 pitch. There goes Johnson. The throw down to second base is going to be in time. So they get Johnson stealing second base, and that will retire the side. But D-Bat Elite tacks on another run. 4 innings of play in the books. D-Bat up 4-1. Evan Johnson is out for his 5th inning of work as D-Bat has a 3-run lead. That's in there for its strike. It's the 2-3-4. Masitis, Giovanni Wiggs, and Josh Basilian due up in this inning, down 3 runs as that one's up high. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, just to keep you updated on these scenarios, the winner of this game will get a bid into Sunday, regardless if they win or lose. As immediately following this game, D-Bat will take on the Ponce Cyclones out of Puerto Rico, 4:30 start, and South Troy will take on the host of this tournament, the Overlook Black Sox, in the nightcap. And caught on a missed strike 3 as Alex Masitis goes down looking. Evan Johnson makes quick work of him. It's only his 2nd strikeout or 3rd strikeout of the afternoon, but it is a big one at that to start off the top of the 5th inning. As that one is fouled away. Giovanni Wiggs is 0 for 2. 0 for 1, excuse me. He flew out to right field and then walked back in the 3rd inning. The 0-1. And that's in there for a ball. So that one is slap foul. As mentioned, we could have a possibility of 3 teams being remaining in this tournament after tonight. As the 1-2 pitch as Giovanni Wiggs slaps it to the left side, that's going to get through for a base hit. So a 1-out single for Giovanni Wiggs. As Josh Basilian is going to come up to the plate. Basilian walked back in the 3rd, or excuse me, struck out twice in this game, looking in the 1st and swinging in the 3rd. As he chops that one foul. The 0-1 to Basilian is high and tight.
Yes, that's right. Explain that to him. Right? Speak louder.
Here's the 1-1. That's going to miss slow, 2-2. The 2-1 pitch is low ball 3. So with a walk, that would bring the potential tying run to the plate. The 3-1 pitch. Basilian goes the other way. Tavion Vaughns is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. So Jaden Waterman, the designated hitter, stepping in for South Troy. As Waterman swings for that one. The 0-1 is cut on and missed, strike 2. The 0-2 pitch, as there goes Wiggs, and he's in there sliding safely. So Giovanni Wiggs swipes second base. That puts a runner in scoring position. The 1-2 pitch. Foul back. One two to Waterman. As he skies this one to right field, Josiah Lewis giving chase, and he's going to run out of room as that's going to drop in. Wiggs is going to come around to score, and a huge 2-out single by Jaden Waterman, and it's back down to a 2-run lead. So Nick Scattereggia stepping in. He was hit by a pitch in the second and then flew out or grounded out to first base in the third. That fastball is low. Scattereggia, who's been doing a phenomenal job defensively behind the plate this series for the South Troy Dodgers. That one is outside. Two-0 pitch from Johnson, misses high for ball 3. Three-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Dalton Maxson, the left fielder, waiting in on deck. The 3-1 pitch, that's up high, ball 4. So Nick Scattereggia will walk down to first base, and that's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Ryan Benicio is going to take a walk out to the mound, and looks like that's going to be the afternoon for Evan Johnson. Shun Mizuno, the relief pitcher, coming in here for D-Bat. Pitching change. We'll be right back after this. Judd Mizuno on in relief for D-Bat. As Mizuno making his second appearance here at Municipal Stadium for the tournament, as we saw him in pool play way back on Wednesday, make an appearance here, and then see him in game 2 of the double elimination round here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. That one's going to miss low. Dalton Maxson struck out in the 2nd and then grounded out to second base in the 4th. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike, as the tying run for South Troy is standing on first base to Nick Scatarigia. The 1-1 as he steps off. As he chops that one, Menuza off the mound. A nice play. The long throw to first is in time to retire the side. The Dodgers get a run back, though, as they cut this deficit back down to 2. Bottom of the 5th coming up. D-Bat still up in this one, 2-4. A lethal part of this D-Bat order coming up, the 2-3-4, Landon Boyd, Jordan Vyers, and Vaughn's due up here. So that one is going to be in there for a strike. As Jaden Waterman, the new pitcher on the mound for the South Troy Dodgers. As he slaps that one to the right side, Basilion fields it cleanly for the first out of the inning. So Jordan Vyers, who walked in the first and singled and came all the way around to score back in the 3rd inning. That's on the outside corner for a strike. Byers, as mentioned before, when he graduates in 2021, will be taking his talents to the Big 12 as he will be joining the Oklahoma State Cowboys. The 0-2 pitch and a breaking ball that slipped out of Waterman's hands. The 1-2, and Byers shoots this the other way, right over the glove of Donnie Canchinella. It's a 1-out single for Jordan Byers. Tavion Vaughns, who's driven in 2 of the 4 D-bat runs today. As he grounds that back up the middle, Cancella goes to second for 1, on to first for the double play. The second double play that Tavion Vaughns has hit into this game, and that retires the side. 5 innings of play complete here at Municipal Stadium. D-bat leading this one 4-2. Eight, 9-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Shun Mizuno out in his 2nd inning of relief. Is Pat Walters, the 3rd baseman, due up as South Troy has 2 more cracks left at it, down 4-2. That one's up high. Walters reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning and then reached on an error back in the 4th. Been on base twice today. Fouls that one back. Two one pitch, breaking ball is in there for strike 2. It's a 2-2 pitch from Mizuna, and he got him swinging strike 3. So strikes Walters out swinging for the first out of the inning. It's Donnie Cancella, who's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. At the top of this Dodger order on deck. That one misses outside. Only 3 hits allowed from Evan Johnson and Shun Mizuna combined today. The 0-1 misses low. The 1-1 pitch. He's gonna miss outside. The 2-1 breaking ball is in there for a strike now. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, and it runs inside and hits him. The breaking ball that Mizuna slips out of his hands, and that will bring up the top of the order. So Matt Taberia, who has been on base one time, walked in the third and flew out to center in the first, and then to second base in the fourth. Zuna checks over. That one is in there for a strike. The breaking ball. This is outside. The 1-1 pitch is grounded over to shortstop Smith. They'll go to second for one, on to first, and not going to be in time, so the inning will continue. As Alex Masidas, stepping in, scored one of 2 runs for South Troy today. That one is in there for a strike. The 0-1 pitch missed his high. And that one is fouled back. The 1-2 pitch, cut on a missed strike 3. So Mizuna fans Masidas to end the inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up. D-Bat trying to tack on some insurance, leading this one 4-2. So Jaden Waterman out for his second inning of relief for the South Troy Dodgers. And Josiah Lewis, who's arguably been one of the hottest hitters in this tournament. He has 2 singles today, 2 for 2. The 1-0 is cut on and missed. The 1-1 is Lewis slices that one foul. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Lewis. And he slices the foul once again. Alejandro Mendoza and then Camden Grenay to follow. One-two pitch. That misses outside. Two-two pitch. He slaps that one foul. The 2-2 pitch to Lewis as he pops this one to center field. Giovanni Wiggs over to make the catch for out number 1. Mendoza, who is 0 for 2 today. As he rips this one to the left side, a diving stop by Cancelli, and he's not going to have a throw. So that's going to be a base hit. A heck of a stop out there by Donnie Cancella at shortstop, but Alejandro Mendoza will get in there without a throw.
Number 4, Caden Renault.
So Caden Renault stepping in, playing shortstop. So he grounds this one over to Walters. Goes to second for 1, onto first, and it's a wild throw over to first base. So they do get the force at second, but Grenay will reach first on the throwing error. So Sean Mizuna, who will take Wyatt Huff's place in the lineup. As he slaps that one down the third baseline, Walters with a long throw and is in time as he applies the tag for out number 3. 6 innings of play in the book. South Troy, one last crack at it to get 2 runs across. Top of the 7th coming up. D-Bat Elite leads this one 4-2. One last chance for this South Troy Dodger team to try to scrape 2 runs across here as they trail in this game 4-2. But a good part of their order coming up, the 3-4-5, starting it off with Giovanni Wiggs. And he takes this one for a ball. Shun Mizuna for a D-bat, out for his 3rd inning of work in relief. The 1-0 pitch, and he lines this one to second base. Mendoza is under it for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Josh Basilian, who is 0 for 3 today. Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, after the conclusion of this game, keep this live stream link up as we will have post-game interviews coming with players and coaches live up here in the press box. So after the conclusion of this game, keep this live stream link up for post-game interviews right here in the press box. Shun Mizuna is 2 outs away from sending D-bat to Championship Sunday. Even though they will play following this regardless if they win or lose, they will have automatically secured a spot on Sunday regardless if they win or lose our next game when they play Ponce, Puerto Rico. The 1-2 breaking ball is high. The 2-2 pitch from Mizuna, it misses high. The 3-2 pitch is grounded right back to Mizuna on the mound, on to first, and South Troy is down to their final out. So the Dodgers down to their final out, and Jaden Waterman, who's the current pitcher on the mound. Three hits combined given up by Mizuna and Evan Johnson. A sensational outing from this D-bat pitching staff as Waterman swings through that one, 1-1. Waterman was hit in the second, reached on an error in the third, and then singled in the fifth and drove home a run on that single. The 1-1. That's going to miss inside. Ball 2. As D-bat will have to make a quick turnaround as they will be taking on Ponce, Puerto Rico, the Cyclones, about a half hour after this game is over. As Waterman fouls it back. So the Dodgers are down to their final strike here. The 2-2 pitch from Mizuna, and that ball misses high. The 3-2 pitch. Got him looking, strike 3. And that's going to conclude the ball game as D-bat takes the victory away from South Troy as they remain unbeaten in double elimination play and still have not lost in this Mickey Mantle World Series, as they have punched their ticket to Sunday after a big win here against South Troy. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere as we will have post-game interviews coming up with coaches and players just in a little bit. Welcome back up in the press box, ladies and gentlemen. Joined alongside DBAT head coach Ryan Benicio after a 4-2 victory over South Troy here in the second game of the double elimination tournament. And coach, a very big win out there today. And the common theme has been your pitching's been solid and only 3 hits combined today.
Yeah, everybody that's thrown out there's done well. Our starters got great stuff. He's a tough guy to hit, and then when we bring Shun in, we know he's going to pound the strike zone. He's going to change speeds, and he's going to force them to put the bat on the ball.
And you're looking at an offensive side of things, a guy who's really just been hot all tournament and hasn't showed any signs to slow it down is Josiah Lewis. I mean, he's been big for you offensively this tournament.
You know, he's not only just good with the bat, he's our fastest player. He's great on the base paths. He disrupts everything. He's got a great arm, and he can play all 3 positions as good as anyone in the outfield. So as far as just impact on a team, he's as good as it gets.
And coach, you already punched your ticket to Sunday, regardless of the outcome against Puerto Rico coming up next. But you're still undefeated here, not just in double elimination, but you still haven't lost in the entirety of this tournament. The only undefeated team. So what's your mindset to keep the momentum going here for your team?
Same thing. They gotta play 7 innings of solid ball. They got an opportunity here to put themselves in a position Sunday where they're in the driver's seat. So you know, I've been around double ABC for a little while now, and anything can happen. You know, you can have it taken away from you at the very end. It's the way this thing rolls. So you know, they understand what they have to do. They're not going to slow down. They know the opportunity they have in this game right here.
So Coach Benicio, for DBAT Elite, quick turnaround. You're going to play Puerto Rico in just a little under an hour and a half. But best of luck the rest of the way.
I appreciate it. Thank you.